Hey everyone, I'm Frank Jimenez with the BUILDERALL team. In this video, you will learn how to configure the feed page inside your blog. Now, in the first video, I walked you through Blog MVP and showed you how to set up all of the steps in order to start your first blog. And then in the second video, I walked you through on how to connect the blog that you created inside Blog MVP to an actual Cheetah website. And again, in this video, we're going to be just centering our attention on the blog feed page and how to configure it. Let's get started. Okay, so here we are on the blog feed page. Now, what I've done here is I've actually displayed certain elements that work best with your blog feed page. So over to the right, when you click on Add and select Elements, these are the different options we'll be working with, except the blog post element, which belongs on the blog post page, which will be in the next video. Now, here is an example of blog featured. Now, if you click on any of these, you are likely going to get different templates that you can use to get started. So let's go ahead and select Return. Let's go take a look at Blog Feed News. And now let's take a look at Blog General. Now, in this blog feed, I have two examples of the elements inside Blog General. One is going to be the slider right here, and then the other one is going to be the search option. So let's go ahead and go up to the top, go to Return. Next you have Blog Groups, which allows you to display certain posts by categories. And we'll show you that in just a second. Select Return. And then next we have Blog Lists. So here is where you can actually pull this in, and when you pull in one of these, what this is going to do is showcase your categories, just as indicated right here. So let's go up to the blog featured area, since it looks like we've covered everything in the elements panel. So whenever you want to go in here and configure the actual element, simply right click, select the little gear icon here. Now here in your actual blog featured post element, you can go in and change your theme. You can change the read more text and the format on how you want your date to be displayed. You could change the resource components by unchecking and checking. And down here is where you will actually go in to select the post you want featured. For this example, we've selected Workout Hard. Down here is a blog list element, just as I mentioned earlier. And then here is a blog general element, which is your search element. Now, I highly recommend that you display your search element right above your blog feed news element. So down here in your blog feed news element, if you right click, select the gear icon, again you can go in here and make the adjustments. Down here you can include the number of posts that you want displayed, the type, the headline, and how many columns you want displayed. Now let's go down here to blog groups element. Now this is pretty cool. If you right click here and you go to the little gear icon, you could do the exact same thing, except down here you can go in and filter on how you want to group your actual postings. So you can go in here and select by category, recipes or workouts. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and select all. You can group them by the author, the type, and then the order. Now again, you have your blog general element slider. Here you can go in and click the gear icon and adjust accordingly. All right, now let's take a look at the blog feed page live. Now here's my actual home page. So if I go up to the top here and type in feed, it's going to take me to my blog feed page. All right, so here we are live. And these are all of the active elements, starting with the blog featured element at the very top, then the blog list element, and the search element. Now down here, you're going to notice this a little bit different than what you saw inside the editor. So here we have 4 different posts, where in the editor, you only saw 2. Now the reason for that is because when we went into Blog MVP in the first video, we created 2 dripping posts, which are now being displayed because this has tracked my return on this particular website. So now, since I've been here 1, 2, or even 3 or 4 more times, it's going to display the amount of dripping posts that I've set up inside Blog MVP. And here we have the blog groups element. So again, when I went in here, I configured it so that it shows all posts, but I could have just selected to display just my workout category or my recipes category. And then here I have the blog general element slider. And again, you can go into your actual editor, right click on this element, and then make the adjustments that show up here on the side and adjust so that this displays a little bit better. And that is how you go in and configure your feed page inside your Cheetah website. I hope you found the content in this video helpful. Until next time, I'm Frank Jimenez with the BuilderAll team.